Alright, we see my movie be aquaba. Na me from Bremege TV and platform me eso. Nyankopon shira papa. Yegusua yegiram and yinim de ekoso e wo Ghana. Se wo bepiem e wo man konkon Ghana dia na kyese. Enniema ekoso wo no. Galamsey a sei nsu no. Unim sa galamsey o ya yeka ho asem no. Nkofo nti ase o. Some of us don't understand, and they don't know the risk hiding your life put you into, the dangers that we have put ourselves into under this Galamsey thing. I mean, can't say apart from say Galamsey no saying so, saying sassy, it is also doing what? It is giving us a bad name outside there. If an America, I mean the word market, say a name, say it is giving us a bad name, and it is even sucking more investors from our country, because investor near Brunino Soba to say western region, central region, is it Kyeremanten praso? Yes, Mumpanchemi Kyeremanten praso. And so you will me I to say sebi a team. That's investor be episode bano be project honoma. Do you think the investor no obekwa kwatena no? Onko, the investor will never go there. And assuming say Ghana yesu na say, do you think say the investors no ebit miaba? And obviously no say it is rather what it is sucking investors and giving us a bad name at the word market. We so apart from say somewhere you know. So this Galamsey thing no, it is dangerous than what we all think. It is very, very dangerous than what we think. Yankoti na no hininto or fire President Akuffo Addo mane huni level. In fact, penyina waka se mundi so de yenyane sa ne na se yetetima na memege yeme de papa na no hininto akire na adwen mane hu say yes. In fact, obi ka na no hininto de or the bitterness na kasa because of say omuyi ni free MPP party na de masa yaudie ene de kasa. Se asem enhyewa na asem enyo ya na mfa ho a ukase nyi entini so de yaudie na kasa it is good because ya se Ghana yinsu be say ya se Ghana yensase be say ya se Ghana yibenya yare because of Galamsey. And you people that dragging na no hininto no, you should leave him alone. Say odi yaudie okasa so di anije okasa so di arehu so di denyo. In fact ne ekoso on airtime. Ubin Kanche President Akuffo Addo was failing. He has failed. His own words has brought him in shame. He should bow down. He should bow down his heads. They should bow down their heads. I mean the MPP gurus or Momutu Galamsey, they know themselves. They should bow down their heads in shame because they have failed Ghanaians. In fact, almost fairly Ghana for, and some of them they have not even do 1% of it. But they are still bragging. Bomian and Okikan he thought say President in Nanis or Bobby to Galamsey no when you scatam. And he then could be a mere meeting committee made your mind so. And then come a quan with 2 Galamsey, no me who you know the Kakra abo mine or Bramatin baby. But that is not how we govern. That is not how ye booming until being country boomia and in the Akuffo Addo say we are fed up. Ya brom any omontro almost sebi omunsi no munsi mfuno mutikro mu idina obi omunyo bia manen country. The new people should tell them because airtime aden Ghana no eyobidia and never the Galamsey kurum ha and sebi what Ghana Water Company for say in so me say or central region or Greater Accra Nimpatama I see very soon Central they will go in water crisis. Yonkuti na no into Yankopon enyokese. But according to ye analysis and analytics, you find this HSA about 90% of our viewers, munyan subscribe ye into for that matter. Pacho Mr. Misada Museum. Subscribe into your platform and for my what I say, Mr. Pacho. Now this year, yintimi and hit 10K subscribers. We know see bit me. Minim se mu betimi amaya Yankopon inhyira so obeyesa edi amame aya na wo hwa wadwen yo se wo edi mi wia subscribe obewi na skip wadwen anya wa sanity to de bi na wo adwen dwen bebre Ghana emuti ho nto ati ase ntino aya na to no adwen dwen bebre but ebi nso ananye se bi ohia adwen dwen bi no business na wo run na ade adwuma sem ntino ebasa e mama adwen if so ntimi sra make us say Adaruma na wadome na watimi de wa subscribe to this platform no this month no this year no yetimi break the 10K subscribers record no bibia etimi akoso yenko na yenkuti na ohininto semode to edwa.
Create a free school in the Chufuprasu area, and this is the water that the children in the Chufuprasu area have to drink. How long will they live to even benefit from the education that you've given them? It's absolute nonsense. It's absolute rubbish. Let's talk about our lives as a nation and talk about the responsibilities of leadership. And I'm happy Honorable Kofi Addo spoke about leadership and the failure of leadership. The evidence of failure of leadership in Ghana today is humongous. Every single aspect of our lives you go to open to discuss, there's a crisis. And people in MPP, people in political circles, people in political parties who want to be voted want Ghanaians to behave as if all of us are stupid. And they are the wisest people. They are the people who know everything because they have political power. I don't think so. I think it's my friend Martin who said, the fact that you become a political leader doesn't suddenly make you wise. And make you suddenly knowledgeable more than everybody else, simply because you have power today. So tomorrow if you leave office, then you also become stupid, like all of us who are not in power. But really, that's not the point. Alfred, this matter of Galamsey, I have said it, and I'll preface my submission with that statement again. The other time when people watch me on the New TV, they say it was too emotional.
Oh, you were perfect. It's not about it.
So now I have tried, and I would deliberately.
Let me bring this. A philosopher once said that.
The thing just hit me. The thing just hit me.
You are corrupt. Please, there's nothing like emotional.
The thing hit me so hard, and now I want to go non-emotional. But let me repeat the same words. If MPP wins this upcoming election under the current circumstances of corruption, of galamsey, and of economic mismanagement and hardships, Ghanaians are finished. It will become more and more impudent and brazen in whatever. The arrogance of power will be totally uncontrollable.
We'll flee.
And I am repeating it. I am not by this statement saying NDC clear obviously is the better choice. I believe we need an independent. But we are talking about the people who have their hands on the levers of power today. The other time I said the president is not a man of honor, and somebody said I had insulted him. I have not insulted him. I am saying it again. President Akuffo Addo is not a man of his word. He's not a man of his word. One. He told Kyeremanten at Legon, 2007, once I become president and I'm leaving office, I will support you, I will help you. He has done the very opposite.
Thank you.
And done everything to undermine Kyeremanten's effort, first of all, to become candidate for MPP, secondly, to become president of Ghana.
That's a conversation we can have.
No, but I'm telling you what I know. Wait, let me speak. Secondly, and the biggest one is this Galamsey matter. That if I am not able to fight Galamsey I will be ready to put my presidency down. The president has failed to fight Galamsey. He has failed to put his presidency down. He is not a man of his word. He is not a man of honor. This is not an insult. If you consider this an insult, well, I'm sorry about that. If anybody considers this an insult, then we are not ready to live with principles in this country. We will live with sentiments and bootlicking, and it will get us deeper into the mess that we find ourselves. If a president says, this evil of Galamsey is so bad, I commit my life to it, I commit my presidency to it, is it just a matter of just telling us words? I'll come to the substantive matter. Now, I heard this story about drip equipment, and there is a fight over them in one of the OT constituencies. Equipment that have been brought recently by the government to try and help improve rural roads. They call it District Road Improvement Project. They send a lot of bulldozers and excavators or whatever, road construction equipment. First of all, for me, it is one of the things that governments or political parties do just to insult the people. This government has been around for 8 years. 3 months to election. You send equipment to go and level out rough roads just to let the people feel that their roads are being done. My hometown, Mamfi to Latte to Ayikuma, for the longest while it's been totally unmotorable. A few weeks ago, 2-3 days ago, 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, they put machines there. They are trying to, because election is coming. I'm telling you people at Latte, Nana Shedioko, you are my senior brother. I should have been sitting on that stool, but we all supported you. I am telling you, and Nana Jemfra, Latte, Ekwapim Benkum stool. Ekwapim Benkum is a divisional stool.
You should have been sitting.
Personally, I could be the chief, but I opted to go into politics.
I see.
Yes.
Anyway.
So I'm speaking directly to my brother, Nana Shedioko, and Nana Jemfra, and my compatriots in Latte and Mamfi. Don't get fooled because they brought equipment to grade the road 2 months, 3 months to election. What was happening to our lives all these years? When some of our people went hard to lobby, to beg. I know how much the former GRA boss, Amishadai, tried to do. Even when he was the GRA boss and he went and lobbied, they didn't mind him. GRA boss, he goes to lobby for 5 kilometer, 7 kilometer road to his hometown to be made. Nobody minded him. Today, 2 weeks to election, 1 month to election, the latter people should vote against MPP. If you vote for MPP, it's up to you.
Okay.
Why? Why do we allow people in political power to treat us as if we are the scum of the earth when we give the power?
Excellent.
So anyway, let me come to Galamsey again. I have been once to the desert in Mauritania and Libya. And as far as the eye can see, you don't see one green at all. You don't see any green. Apart from the oasis where Gaddafi took us, and the oasis where the president of Mauritania at the time took us. Once you step out of the oasis and you get, and we drove into the desert proper. Now, after you see that, when we flew back to Ghana, and I got down and I see green on the road, even if it's just ordinary bush, it feels like money. It is a feeling that I got. I said, wow. Now, God endows us with all of these resources. And today, Ghana is still considered developing, even poor, overburdened with debt. If you're overburdened with debt, you are a poor country. We are worse than HIPIC now. And we have destroyed it to the extent that a whole region, now Ghana Water has announced that as for central region, if we don't take care, there will be water crisis. If the crisis hasn't already started. And the reason, Galamsey.
Well, in fact, they put out that statement, and not to interrupt you,
yes,
respectfully.
Yes.
This is how bad the situation is.
Yeah,
I want to ask you, the Chifopra area, that water flows through to the central region.
To the beach.
This is it. This is just the summary of the Ghana Water Company statement in central region. The suitable level for the NTU, that's the nephelometric turbidity, it measures the turbidity.
2,000 NTU.
It should have been 2,000. That's the suitable level of turbidity for them to treat the water. Now guess what? The current level there is 14,000.
And this is just turbidity. Yes. They are not talking about the other chemicals, mercury, and all those things that is in the water.
See, if water is clean, it doesn't mean there is not polluted.
It's not polluted.
Right.
If this is just turbidity, the level of mud. Let's call it simply mud. At the chest,
over 600% more than what it should be there. 14,000 nephelometric turbidity is what they are having to deal with. Nana?
So this is the scientific and technical evidence of what is happening on the ground in one region. We don't know about what is happening in Ashanti region and the other areas, eastern region, where Densu also is a source of water for treatment to be used domestically. I mean, those who live in the western part of Accra, they know that, but for a certain arrangement that was done where there is a certain kind of a loop, where Ghana Water takes some of the water from Volta, the Volta Basin. Initially, the arrangement was that, my information was that the water from the Volta area used to serve the eastern part of Accra. And then the water from Densu would be used to serve the western part of Accra. And for the whole time, even then, people used to complain about the effects of the use of chemicals in the fishing on the Densu River. So sometimes when you cross over, my brother lives in the western part, Dansoma area. When you go to Dansoma area and you drink the water, it tastes differently from the water you drink in Cantonments, East Legon, and the rest of it. So there was an arrangement. I don't know whether engineering-wise I'm speaking the truth, but my information was that there was a certain arrangement where some of the water from the Volta treatment is mixed with the water from the western side so that the water will be uniformed. And then the people in the west can get better quality water. Even at that time, efforts were being made to improve the quality of the water. Today, if the scientists and the technicians are telling us that the water cannot be treated anymore because of turbidity, it means that very soon the people in central region, we should make arrangements to import water either from the Volta site or from abroad. We have to find some dollars. We have to find dollars to import water. And gradually, the way the thing is going, if you don't get a government that clearly has the political will, a leader, a person, not a political party, a person, a leader who would be prepared genuinely to put his presidency on the line.
And the MPP and the NDC haven't shown that?
For me, they haven't, really. You see, because
it's
now they haven't.
It's not MPP
now,
and NDC.
It's NPP. It's NPP, NDC. Because you see, now when you take corruption, they are telling you this one is just a little more corrupt than we used to be. When you take Galamsey, they pushed it beyond the limit that Kofi Addo was just saying, when we were there was Galamsey, all right, there was pollution, all right, but now they've taken it to a higher level. When you take economic mismanagement...
Listen to my statement.
No, Kofi, I heard you.
That's because you quoted me.
No.
If you listen to my statement...
I wanted to interrupt you then, but I decided not to.
I said, even if I want to accept his position...
Yes.
Okay. So you are a journalist, I was only saying, even if I want to accept... I am not admitting that he was speaking the truth.
No, but I am saying that was the case.
Well, so then don't use me. Don't use me to validate the point you want to make.
Well, let me even move from the environmental thing. And in any case, with the environment, Kofi Addo was talking about green. This Mahama government, Savannah region, They took 50 million Ghana cedis, or so 35 million or so, to go and plant trees. I have the statistics here. Instead of 1 point something million trees, or 50 million trees, this SADA business, what happened? All the money was paid. It was still an environmental thing. It is all part of this issue. It was a huge scandal. Up to today, there was no tree. The money was paid. It is the environment. That is why I am telling you that we need a different kind of leader now. Because when you take Galamsey, we are in crisis. When you take economy, we are in crisis. When you take law, enforcement, governance, we are in crisis. Indiscipline, we are in crisis. Our own mindset as a people, we are in crisis. Now, you cannot talk about mindset change when the leader is not exemplifying a certain kind of change and mentality which is positive. Now, Ghanaians have gotten to the point where the politicians will talk. We'll look at them. If they talk and they'll go and do different things, we also do different things. When they come and arrest us, we'll fight the police. And we'll fight the military. And we'll kill some of them.
Well, but you see, Nana...
No, I'm telling you the attitude, the reaction. I'm just telling you, yes.
I just needed to be clear that it's not as though you are saying to as it were, condone or support.
No, but I'm telling you, that is what will happen. That is what is happening.
But it is good to say it is not right.
Of course, it is not right. But you see, I am telling you something. Let's not shy away from these realities and pretend. You see, people talk about the public responsibility, and it is a very big one. But you see, if you check how democracy works by taking the power of the majority of the people, and then you concentrate it in one person or a few. Once you have done that, what you have done is that you have basically surrendered the management of your life to the government, at least at the social level. Of course, psychologically, everybody is responsible for their own lives as an individual. But when consistently, just because the people have political power, which you invested in them anyways, they are showing you such impudence, such disrespect even for the law that they themselves are supposed to enforce, what are you left with? So that is the point and the perspective from which I am addressing this matter. So we have an issue where, and I don't agree with Kofi Adams that environment is not political. Environment is a political matter. In fact, the level of discussion that has made it negative is the partisan MPP NDC. But environment is a political matter. Food is a political matter. Water is a political, everything that has to do with our lives. The negativity now that we're experiencing about how to deal with these issues is the MPP NDC duopoly that has precluded all other level-headed discussions, to the extent that now we cannot even talk about food, we can't talk about health, we can't talk about road if it is not MPP NDC. That is where the danger is now. So I am sorry, but I cannot stop returning to the fact that where we are today, with Galamsey, with corruption, with economic mismanagement, with the arrogance of power, Ghana needs a completely new leader.
All right, so we are now ohininto and some urano idea to Iga. It is a Ghana idea. Maybe dream hunkra mentiasio. My dream one, Sissy Ghana pa a ding and a young pain for a muji a free ho. Young pain for a ding and a muji a dear free ho. Say at for Bama Cobrani, Ama Cobrania catch say, Oba, you so say, yes, I say, your forest air say, in New say, yes, sign any idea a piece. Assign air palm investors. In fact, foreign investors, of course, was sign air then my bad name. Bad name at the what? At the international market. Bible cracker say good name is better than riches. Say being in papa. Na say be yenye die. And I say better na yinyam. Na ya twen nyame kakra na bibi etimi akoso die. Sense Ghana yebegidi mbone ewo international world. International market. Ti say be ni yekuku o ma reject ya. You don't know when Ghana kuku ni na so galamsey kofa bae. Ni na gather and sell our mokano galamsey kofa bae. And ama Ghana sa atoye nchiwe atoye. But ni na echi no president bi o say me mabom mfita duku oye me den kra ni be kase meya na meyo. We have such a president one making the mind. Why very straight to his mind? He said no. Me the makase meya na meye. And Obian for so Akuffo Addo so nkase about the presidency better so nobody forced him. He said it. He said it voluntarily. He said it freely. Or no one kasa can say ofri ni mu na okan na yenso Ghana for to ya so na ye twa to ho say no. So we ya can say the anachi so we be bo adwuma. So esiden na ba ya ade a waka no na no hini nto besie wakan why in opposite. And you could see everything that Akuffo Addo said, you know, he is doing it in the vice versa or yen in the opposite way. So this man again no Jeffrey Ghana for said again and no Ghana for him fine, you know. Husem ya say ya trouble manipa ombra no boy ho ban osura mu di free CHS send no hini to kan kwifo praso okona se free CHS nkwada no omo no mi so we na mu nya kidney diseases no more that dialysis to what is the nyansa ewum, what is the essence of it? Say odi free CHS no buy na was saying so was saying sase. You see, very soon Ghana will be exporting water, importing water, drinking potable water. I'm telling you, because already a cause on a water crisis na we are moving into it in a gradual way because fear ensure galamsey said ensure densu ensure pra omoka say river pra omoka ankobra to say a big and ekwa matise pono kra na biaka no timetu galamsey amwe biaka po e na Ghana yeji sebi Akuffo Addo name people no moje. And this is the reason why Akuffo Addo mpese or the handi over the MPP is or the NDC no, because he knows clearly say adie cosway say onimna say NDC for bar in fact ne to be dwe e be say mframa bo e wo bedwam no bo say wan hwe ya o hye adie a say bi eye patapata ye kan patapata biti se fugu bo say na ho adwe ho apa but yes anasa akoko sebi mframa bo no to bo say ne ho no adwe. That is why Akuffo Addo, he has made his mind. He has made his mind. So no, so obey the mind this for the lalai. And I'm telling Akuffo Addo, say either he likes it or not, he is going to hand the power to who? To who? To NDC. Join the money, mama. He is going to hand over power to NDC because we can never still we can still be in this crisis. We can still be in this kind of hardship. I'm saying the galamsey as in be saying sase aden edin na people for mo Jeffrey Ghana for. Maria papa. Mami fa winsi Nyankopon ehirawo. What I say Nyankopon ehira papa na subscribe to the channel no for latest update. Na like idumadi ni share na foforo so intimi enye bi hwe. Se me di kankan mesrewo adawro ma enyam fonso na waye ebia na utie mi a wadwen yo so be subscribe wo be wie no na chese askip wadwen mesrewo. Bomadi na mbre di subscribe na beka busua no na this year no intimi breaki 10K records na bibia intimi enkoso wadawro ma bipacho papa me ma michi ba fo wo di yo America bridge ma mi Nyankopon hira papa sansoro ma me we ya bi nso wo UK and obi bia ohwe bia no wherever that you are watching us from no I salute you Nyankopon enhyira wo enti mesra wada mesra pacho we die me sada me sayem ya be ni so be subscribe na wa like dwumadi na wa share bibia etimi akoso edi amaye we know say we can do it what I say this year you beat me any 10k if only so share na so subscribe nkwade a you beat me areche na news no etimi akọ nanim na etimi akọ akiri Nyankopon enhyira wo bye bye macau